Hey, Taurus-Gemini. Welcome in to your timeless love tarot reading here at Cusp of Roses. My name is Gabrielle. For those of you that might be new here, for those of you returning, welcome back, y'all. I'm excited to get into this energy with you, okay? I actually got a lot of messages for you, a lot of downloads. Kind of started on my way home today. I just felt a lot of pressure like start seeping through my crown, and I was like, oh boy. Something definitely is happening here, okay? And we'll talk a little bit more about what came through, but first, speaking of the crown, let's get your incense lit here. We are going to light the crown chakra for you, Taurus-Gemini, okay? In hopes that it supports you in whatever this energy is for you in love and romance, okay? And then I'm going to sound my singing bowl 1 to 3 times, depending on how I intuitively feel guided, okay? Please feel free to do whatever gratitude or grounding practice feels right and best for you in this moment so that you're in tune with your higher self and use your intuition to kind of guide you through the messages that come forward for what's for you and what may not be, okay? Only take it if it resonates. If not, leave it alone. And let's go ahead and get started. All right. Okay. First things first, I actually had to like do a voice note little in my notepad here. Hold on 1 second, Taurus-Gemini. Let me pull it up. Okay. So, one major thing, I think for somebody here or some of you guys here, you're definitely in a relationship with someone, but it has gotten very uncomfortable, like physically, like to the physical experience of uncomfortable being around this person, okay? Or the people in your environment you feel very, very shifted from, almost like very detached in a way. And I'm saying that as if it's catching you off guard. Like that's the feeling. Like you would normally feel very comfortable in this environment, all of a sudden not so much, okay? Stubborn to the heart and through the heart is another message that came through, because there's this resistance. I can feel it. It's almost very childlike in a way, like the inner child is either refusing to do something and or someone is not budging when it comes to what they want or their desire, whether that's you, whether that is someone connected to you, okay? Yeah. Learning the lesson around patience truly being a virtue when it comes to love and romance, okay? Something definitely is either moving at the speed of light, or someone is moving, or someone wants to move at the speed of light. Something also in your energy felt very like frantic, urgent, like I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go. I get like the rabbit on Alice in Wonderland type of energy. I'm late, I'm late, I'm late. Like in a hurry or in a rush, okay? And the ending message that I got almost is like, okay, so with all of that, what should Taurus-Gemini be doing? Hold space for your sanity. Hold close or hold space for your sanity is the kind of message that I got for you. So I have a feeling here, Taurus-Gemini, the group of y'all I'm tapped into for this read, you are dealing with some very frustrating individuals around you, like people who know how to push your buttons, people who are used to pushing your buttons and maybe getting a certain reaction out of you or a certain behavior or response out of you. And I think Taurus Gemini, you might be getting to a point where you're starting to speak up for yourself in ways that were once uncomfortable, or you were way too uncomfortable to even do. So you could be battling a little bit of like a people pleasing type of thing here, Taurus Gemini, when it comes to a particular relationship or multiple relationships in your life. But it's almost like spirit is detaching you from that desire to people please so that you can see the difference. Almost as if, Taurus Gemini, it's the first, there's a first time for everything. And it feels like this might be the first time you're actually either speaking up for yourself, saying no, setting a boundary, kind of like resisting something and sticking to it. Or it's because this is the first time you've ever said no to someone that they're in this kind of childlike, resistant, I get what I want type of thing. Okay. Take it as it resonates. Yeah. Self-love. 100% Taurus Gemini. As you love who you are, you become more confident in your relationships and with yourself. Hey, Solar Moon. Thanks for being here, love. Good to see you. So this is the energy around you, okay? And then we'll see what's tethered to you. Hold close to your... Yeah, slow down. There's that hurry and the rush. Someone could be trying to rush in towards you, Taurus Gemini, or you could be trying to rush towards someone. Someone you maybe feel like you have a yin and yang type of relationships or connection with. This would be someone you see a lot of light, of your own light and shadow in. So soul tribe in a way. Okay. What else is surrounding Taurus Gemini in love and romance? Whoa. That was a flurry of cards. All right. I'm seeing past life right away. An apology. Oh, wow. It was only 2, but it felt like so many more. Let me make sure. Hold on. Okay. Past life. Okay. An apology. Apologizing may be a crucial step in preserving this relationship. It can also provide an opportunity to address certain behaviors or concerns. Somebody could be very stubborn around giving a apology or being apologetic about something. Interesting. Okay, brotherhood here. Physical touch. So this is not somebody or a connection that you've actually had, you've been around tangibly. So, okay, let's slow down. Yeah, let's take a moment. Because you haven't met, okay, whoa. This yin and yang. Ooh, okay, hold on. Whoa. It is, okay. Taurus Gemini. Absolutely. If you start to get, again, know a medical professional, please seek medical guidance if you feel the need to, okay? But if you start to feel a lot of pressure in your crown, okay? But the energy is moving downward. I don't know how tapped in and tuned in you are here, Taurus Gemini. In order for me saying that, I'm assuming you are, like, you know the difference of when you're kind of absorbing some sort of energy. I'm saying all of that to say, for some of you, this yin and yang past life, no physical touch, this hasn't happened yet. This portion of it, this little side. So this energy is around you. It hasn't manifested yet. You are in, I feel, or learning some lessons around this self-love, brotherhood. So maybe there's some loyalty in question here, okay? It's I just heard I took an oath. I don't know. You take that how that resonates, okay? Somebody could have taken an oath, maybe is a part. I'm hearing like a frat. Someone could be like a police officer or something like that, because that's a frat in and of itself. Like something. something where an oath had to be taken. This could either be like a judge, law, or this could even just be between like good friends or some sort of, I don't want to say like a pinky promise, because there's that childish kind of energy again. So I don't know where that's fitting in for you, Taurus Gemini, but it's like, I don't want to break this pinky promise I made. Like we're not in middle school. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It just seems, oh, misplaced. Okay. Someone either in your energy, Taurus Gemini, or you yourself might be learning a lot of lessons around misplaced loyalty. Learning maybe the meaning of kindred spiritship in that kind of brotherhood, sisterhood, close connection, soul tribe type of thing. But there's someone that you have not had physical touch with here. You have not physically been around them, touched them, intimate, whatever. None of that has happened here with this yin and yang in past life. I almost think somebody might be getting advice from a brother or a trusted friend. I just heard a wise old soul. You might call this person a wise old soul, or they're like the old man, old lady of the friend group here, who you maybe had like a heart-to-heart here, Taurus Gemini, or maybe you're the wise old soul. You do carry that Taurus Hierophant energy. Yeah, Hierophant is Taurus Gemini for me as a reader. You might be advising someone that you care about to slow down, love themselves, like, you know, rather than just continue to apologize for a particular behavior, like, let's put energy behind stopping it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you might be the wise counsel here for a close friend, a brother, sibling, cousin, whomever. Either telling them to slow down and wait for the right person, yin and yang, and or someone could be like venting to you, Taurus Gemini, or you're venting to someone about wanting to leave a relationship, and you're getting advised to kind of slow down, think about it. Maybe you should apologize, like just apologize and get through it. But it's like, there's maybe where that stubbornness is coming from. Like, I don't want to apologize. Like, I'm not, like, I don't have anything to be sorry for. Like that kind of resistance. Okay, so somebody's in that. Let's get a little bit more. Thank you. Yeah, ego versus the self, right. And proposal. So, oh. I almost think someone is getting advice to like stick in a relationship or a connection that someone doesn't want to. Like I almost feel like someone's being encouraged to settle here. Like, you should just go, yeah, price of love. You should just go ahead and settle down with, you know, whomever, just blah, 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 blah. Like, it just seems a little like, this is a very interesting energy, Taurus Gemini, because you have magnetic souls at the bottom. That's what I mean. I feel you do have a magnetic soul connection here. I just don't think you, with the past life and then physical touch in reverse, you've known each other in other lives. I don't think you know each other in this life. Yeah, that feels very strong. You don't know this past life yin and yang connection in this life. But someone is encouraging you to pay a price or sacrifice something. Someone might be trying to say, oh, you're in your ego, like you need to kind of like get out of that and just settle in, bite the bullet, whatever, like give the apology, move on. Like, it's like someone is encouraging someone here to just brush over something where it needs to be addressed. It's almost like, out of self-love, no, I'm not apologizing. That's an interesting dynamic. I don't know what happened here, Taurus Gemini. Divergent dreams. There it is. Someone who is giving this advice maybe doesn't really know the ins and outs of this kind of splitting apart connection that you might be a part of here, Taurus Gemini. So their advice comes from a good space, but they just don't know. Do you know what I mean? You feel this. This is what you feel. You feel like you have divergent dreams with someone that you're with. or this is almost like inevitable, whether you're aware of it or not. You and this person's path is meant to split because there's this yin and yang past life that you're meant to go to the next level with. Why am I slowing down and saying that? So maybe there's like fuzziness around that too. Yeah, you're getting a lot through your crown chakra here. So please, please, please make sure you meditate, Taurus Gemini, as much as possible. Try to find stillness. I was also kind of restless in your energy, so that might be a little difficult. You are the cusp of energy. So do what you need to do to kind of find your ground zero here. Because the reality of something is either hitting or about to hit when it comes to what has to be done. Ego versus self. It's like the ego might want to trap you in something, but the higher self says, let's love ourselves. Like, let's do what we know we need to do, not what we feel pressured to do. Okay. Interesting. Let's just see exactly where you're at here, Taurus Gemini. Thank you, Spirit. For Taurus Gemini in love and romance. Thank you. Where are they? What is connected and tied to them? Life partner. This person is someone that you can enjoy life with wholeheartedly. You two can get through anything together. Okay. Before I say anything else, what else? Price of love is back out in ego versus self. Okay. With good reason is what I just heard. Okay, so again, I think whoever is kind of coming in with this advice or trying to give some sort of counsel, they do mean well, they have good intention. It is with good reason, because this is maybe somebody who you could choose as a life partner. Okay, but don't fall for the trap of always listening to your ego. Trust the guidance of your true self, because our egos can easily influence our thinking with fear. And are you willing to make an investment when it comes to love? Are you ready to pay the toll? Remember that love is not a destination, but a journey. And I think that's what it is. It's like whoever's giving this advice is like, you should just go. I mean, you're at an age. Why don't you just go ahead and do it? Just settle down. Where it's like, it shouldn't really, like, if that's not coming natural in this situation, don't force it. But it's kind of like, maybe part of you here, Taurus Gemini, also feels pressured by time, by Saturn, by age. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Yeah, slow down. Slow down, Taurus Gemini. Why are you in a rush? Don't let people rush you either. Just because we want something so bad doesn't mean we have to rush into it. Take a moment to talk with your partner or yourself to reflect on what's best. Are you ready to pay that price, Taurus Gemini? Because it is for life partnership, right? That's an ongoing investment. That means through the thick of it, through the thin of it, we're going to choose each other, right? I almost feel like it's settling. I'm sorry. Someone feels like part of somebody feels like it's not going to get any better than where they're at. And then there's a whole other part, the higher self, I feel, saying, slow down, don't rush, don't do anything crazy, don't be impulsive. Really think this out. Are you really saying that out of all the billions of people in the world, there's really not someone else that could maybe... Oh, I just heard rev the engine a little bit more. So there's something definitely lackluster that someone's connected to. But again, I think it is about choice, Taurus Gemini, because you can make... Well, I don't want to say that, because I don't know that you can truly make any relationship work, but maybe that's what makes this difficult. There really isn't much to complain about for whoever's already in a connection. It's just not fulfilling. Like, it's still just not there. There's that disconnect. So someone doesn't know if, like, should I wait around for things to actually connect, or do I open myself up to maybe experience the connection I'm really looking for? And again, The physical touch in reverse says you do have some sort of yin and yang connection that you haven't come in contact with yet. Hence the higher self saying, love you, choose you. And don't let your ego influence you out of the fear of not having, lack of, or never being able to, or it might not ever happen. Like that. Don't let that type of fear trap you in something here. Take a beat. Yeah. Ace of Swords at the bottom. Take a beat, Taurus Gemini. It's okay. Don't let anybody rush you either. Yeah, I think somebody here puts another person's opinion on a pedestal. So like if this person says, yeah, you should just go ahead and settle down with them. Like they seem to be nice, judgment, right? They seem to be okay. Like, I mean, what is there to complain about? Yeah, it might not be that, but just, you know? And it's like, I don't think that's what you really want, Taurus Gemini. And it's okay if that's hard to say right now, or I heard own up to. So it could be kind of felt. I almost feel like it can be felt, or you are actively talking about it, what you're feeling in this situation to someone. Just take all advice with a grain of salt, Taurus Gemini. Spend some time with yourself if you can, and really, not to be cliche or corny, but listen to your heart. Because it's definitely calling to you, calling for you, especially for that yin and yang and the physical touch in reverse and all of that kind of lingering around you. Man, okay, interesting. Who is this life partner, or what's the situation? The Magician, Gemini or Cancer energy? I heard manipulator. Knight of Pentacles to the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, this is what I mean. It's something isn't all the way balanced. You maybe feel like you've reached a plateau, hit a ceiling with this person. And or, here's what I'll say, Taurus Gemini, if you're not ready to be in a life partner type of relationship, be honest about that. If you feel like you still have to get some things together, your ducks in a row, the price of love, then do that. Slow down and do that. Two of Cups. You want love. Page of Cups. Here's that apology. I think somebody's afraid to look a certain way. Because what I'm getting off this King of Wands is like sometimes the King of Wands gets a bad rap of being impulsive and kind of like player-like or whatever, which is, I don't truly believe personally, like evolved King of Wands energy. Absolutely not. Unevolved, sure. But yeah, even then, I don't know. Neither here nor there. What I'm kind of getting off that King of Wands is I'm going to look flighty, or I'm going to look a certain way. Someone's afraid to look like they have an agenda or something. Like there's some sort of like optics on this. Outside people looking in, Taurus Gemini. Maybe you got a lot of people in your business. I don't know. You tell me, what's the price? Death? Whoa. Yikes. Queen of Swords. Oh. Right. In the Seven of Swords. Right. Death in a love reading can talk about ego. And you have ego versus self here, right? With the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Yeah. The price of love is to actually go through transformation and change. And I almost feel like, and I have to be honest, Taurus Gemini, I almost feel like you might not be balancing a scale because you either part of you knows where this scale balance is going to lead, i.e. life partnership, and you're afraid of that because it's going to require you to transform some aspect of your identity, or you're afraid to look like a certain energy, like based off of maybe some past, like, I don't know. There's like this whole thing about, I just heard taken seriously. So are you worried that you won't be taken seriously? Is that the ego talking, or your higher self, Taurus-Gemini? Some of you have a very, very, very your inner voice could be kind of cruel with the Queen of Swords. Somebody's inner voice here pushes them to be more logical, like a little rude, like a little mean. If you're being mean to yourself, Taurus Gemini, like, try to have some sort of compassion. I know that might be a little difficult, a little hard. I almost feel like, too, somebody here manifested a life partner, but then wasn't ready for it. Like, manifested the exact person, type of relationship they wanted, and then was like, okay, now let's slow down. Like, that came too fast. I wasn't ready. Let's try again. I don't know that it works like that. Or somebody manifested you like that, Taurus Gemini. I don't know. Temperance with the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so Temperance with the Queen of Swords, it's like, be patient with yourself. Patient with your inner voices right now here, Taurus Gemini. Okay, how you talk to yourself, think of yourself is very crucial right now. I think someone's ego pushed somebody to give like a small investment where a scale needed to be balanced. Like, I don't, like, you see how there's two pentacles here? These two pentacles should be in that cup. Or, I don't, bowl. I guess you would call that a bowl. But yet, it's just this one. So the ego pushed someone to second guess themselves in a way, or criticize themselves to a point where they invested less, or they kind of like, that's what I feel. Somebody wholeheartedly manifested their yin and yang and then was like, no, thank you. Like, I don't know about that. I'm all right. Actually, maybe I don't want this. I mean, and not to be, it's not funny. I'm sure that's unfortunate and painful, but the way it's playing out in my mind, yeah. It came, but somebody was guarded. It showed up, but yeah, I just heard, here's the big leap. Yeah. Oh no, Taurus Gemini. It feels like this life partner showed up and somebody got in their head, or their ego flared. Tower, right? Reality hit. There's the crown chakra right there with the Tower. Mars energy, Aries, Scorpio. Heavy Scorpio with Death and the King of Wands here. Sagittarius as well. Six of Cups, more Scorpio. Ego versus the self. Clarify the Tower. What's the Tower about? Ace of Pentacles. That's what I mean. Yeah. Someone didn't invest. Or the opportunity came and the Page of Wands. Yeah, in reverse. You saw how these flipped out. Somebody wasn't... Okay, here's what I'll say. For those of you that are resonating with this, yes, this connection that you felt or you manifested or that came about was there or presented to balance you, heal you in some way. So you can gain healing, they can gain healing, not just for your healing, for this person's healing as well. But it feels like with the Page of Wands in reverse, someone was absolutely not optimistic about it. The ego, somebody's ego just completely got in the way here. Yeah. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. And again, that one isolated pentacle, the one pentacle in here, the one pentacle here is there. It's like, almost like that energy of someone having like a lot of emotion for someone, but then deciding to play it cool. I'm not going to let them know what I feel, or I'm just going to not act in how I actually feel. I'm just going to pretend I don't feel that. Like, it's somebody like didn't want. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I'm just a broken record here. We're going to dig deeper into this Ace of Pentacles with the slowdown energy over on Patreon, Taurus Gemini. If any part of this portion of the reading resonated with you, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys about this read. I apologize if it was a little choppy. Definitely, again, find moments of meditation, silence, stillness, or just kind of pay attention to your thoughts. You can't turn your thoughts off. You can just pay attention to them a little bit more, okay? Observe them. Because I feel like the truth of what it is that you want, or the truth of what happened here, or how this all came about, or we started off with the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. There is a truth to be had here, to gain, to see, to recognize, to integrate, to understand. It is within you, Taurus Gemini. But I hope that this shed light on it a little bit, or led you where you maybe need to meditate on and think about. But we'll talk about it again in the extended. The link to the extended will be pinned in a comment down below this reading in case you want to join us on Patreon a little later. If the Patreon perks don't interest you, I do have perks here through YouTube membership as well. That is also linked in the description box below. You can join there. We are going to do some new fun things over on the YouTube side of memberships. Okay, so I'd love to have you guys. Thank you to everybody else who's been joining. I appreciate you all. And Taurus Gemini, I appreciate you, and I thank you for allowing me to read for you in this moment. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed this reading or you felt like it spoke to what you might be going through. And I'll see you in our next one. All right, namaste. Oh, and thank you, Solar Moon, for showing up here in the chat. Love you, love you.